Hey everybody, Jordan Bean here with General Manager Tom Telesco. And Tom, we haven't talked to you in a while. Want to talk first things first about the first round pick, Joey Bosa. How is it having him in the building, and any concerns about that tightness he was feeling the other day?
Well, obviously, it's great having him back. Something we've worked on for a long time. Yeah, as far as the tightness, no, not a major concern. I think for us, we have to make sure we don't try and put 4 weeks of work into 2 and 3 days. So we have to be smart with this, gradually move him into the process. But he does have some work to do. The playbook part is not the hardest thing, but the on-field part, as far as taking the playbook, putting it on the field, making moves and reactions in real time against an offense and with teammates next to you, that does take some time in this game. So we'll get there, but it's still early. Still early in the first week, and we'll take it day by day.
Well, he was not on the field the other day, but some Chargers who weren't Chargers up until a couple of days ago were. What was the reason behind those waiver day deals with Reed, Desir, and Williams?
Well, we're trying to upgrade our depth the best we can. We feel good about our 22, 25, 26 starters, but the more we can do with the depth, the better. And those are three guys that they're still young players, under 25 years old, but all three of them have starts under the belt, a good amount, including Karan Reed, who started 12 games last year. So these guys have played a good amount of football, have some ability. All three guys came from teams that either had a GM change, a head coaching change, or in some respects both. So new regime, sometimes that will get some players into maybe not fit what they're looking for, but they fit us right now. We're lucky to have them here.
You have the full complement of 2016 rookies out there. What do you think of the class so far and how they've done this preseason heading into week one?
Well, they've handled training camp very well, and that's really the first thing. I mean, we have the off-season program, but training camp is different for them. It's different than how colleges run training camp. We have 4 preseason games. They've all handled it well. They've handled inside the building well. So now it really is a step process. OTAs, training camp, and now regular season. Now our practices now are completely different than they were, last week. So it's taken those steps, but so far we like what we've seen from the guys.
No longer a rookie, Melvin Gordon has been impressive this preseason period, 2 touchdowns. What are your thoughts on 28?
Well, I'm seeing a lot of the same physical skills as last year. There's no doubt about that. But I think the mental part of the side, like most rookies who go into their second year, they take a jump as far as just being comfortable knowing the offense or knowing the defense. And then once you know more, you can let your athletic ability and natural talent take over. And we see that with a lot of players going into their sophomore NFL campaign. So we're seeing that from Melvin. It's been fun to see. Can't wait for the regular season to see it continue to progress.
Speaking of that offense, Ken Whisenhunt came back into the fold here in San Diego after some time in Tennessee. What have you seen in his return to Phillip River and Mike McCoy's group here?
Well, I guess some of the same and some new wrinkles, like anything else. It was nice when he came in. He has some familiarity with all of us here. Some of the coaching staff, some of us, some of our players. But he also brings a fresh perspective on things. And as you've seen the preseason, even just in the run game, we're doing some things differently. We're blocking some things differently, some different schemes of how we're going to get the running backs and fullbacks loose. We're using the fullback more. So we're seeing some changes there. But it's been great. It's almost like he's never left, which is great.
It's been a 9-month sprint for you to get to this point in 2016. When you take a breath, what is it that most excites you about 2016?
Just that we're starting. I mean, the offseason in football is so long. Seems like baseball, hockey, basketball, their offseason are like that, and they're back playing again. Ours is just very long. There's a lot of work that goes into that. But to finally have the finished product on the field, and it's not the complete finished 53 players, but it's pretty close right now. So chance to get out there and to show people that we're better than what we showed last year. And we can't do that until we get to Kansas City and get playing. So, this is an exciting time of the year just to get started.